All right, this is a video on a flatwood forest. Clearly, very flat area, very open, not a lot of canopy. Topography is very settled. But flatwoods generally refer to areas of low-lying land with flat topography and acidic soils, uh, dominated by longleaf pine trees. That's one that I have behind me here, actually. It's a beautiful pine tree. Such as the areas that can be found in many parts of the United States, specifically here in Tampa, Florida, in the park that I am at right now. It is 12:20 p.m. and it is about 95 degrees and tons of mosquitoes. A flatwood forest, also known as a pine flatwood or longleaf pine ecosystem, is a type of forest ecosystem that is common in areas with sandy, well-drained soils, frequently lightning strikes, and a history of natural fires. Flatwood forests are characterized by their open canopy, as I said earlier, which is denoted by longleaf pine trees, is the one behind me, a Pinus pilotis, that can grow up to 100 feet tall. The understory of the forest is typically dominated by a diverse array of grasses, sedges, and other herbaceous plants with scattered shrubs and small trees. Historically, fire played a crucial role in maintaining the flatwood forest by reducing competition from hardwood trees, promoting the growth of pine trees, and preventing the buildup of woody debris on the forest floors. Today, prescribed by burns and often used to mimic the natural fire regimen and maintain a healthy and diverse flatwood forest ecosystem. Flatwood forests are important habitats for a wide range of plants and animals, species including many of the rare endangered. They also provide important ecological services such as water filtration, carbon storage, and nutrition cycling. Flatwood forests generally are found on sandy, well-drained soils with low fertility, and high acidity. Those are dirt bikes behind me, by the way. It is what it is. The soils are often called spud soils, and what are characterized as sandy surface layers and underlying layers of organic matter and aluminum and iron oxides. The low nutrient levels and high acidity of the soils can make it difficult for many plants to grow. But for the longleaf pine trees, one behind me, the dominant flatwood forests are adapted to these conditions. The trees have deep roots and they can access water and nutrients in the subsoils, and they are able to tolerate high levels of aluminum and iron in the soil. In addition to the longleaf pine trees, flatwood forests also support a diverse array of herbaceous plants, shrubs, and small trees that are adapted to the unique soils and conditions. These plants play an important role in the ecosystem by providing food and shelter for wildlife, stabilizing the soils, and cycling nutrients. The hydro period of a flatwood forest refers to the length of the time that the soil in the forest is saturated in water. Flatwood forests typically have a seasonal hydro period, meaning that they experience periods of both flooding and drought throughout the year, especially here in Florida. Well, in the western side of Florida. During the wet season, which can vary in length depending on the duration of the flatwood forest, forests may be flooded for several months. The shallow root systems of many plants in the forest are adapted to tolerate these periodic floods, and some plants may even require flooding to reproduce or dispense their seeds. During the dry season, which can also vary in length depending on the location of the flatwood forest, the soils may become very dry and compacted, making it difficult for some plants to grow. However, longleaf pine trees, again as behind me, in this forest are adapted to tolerate drought conditions and can survive for long periods of time without water. The types of plants in the flatwood forest are, most of them are longleaf pine trees. They can go up to 100 feet tall. Wiregrass, saw palmettos, blazing stars, goldenrod. Those are just some of the trees that we can see. And this is just, once again, the small area of the flatwood.